today's rundown, 2 days after Israel and Hamas agreed to a ceasefire, calls are mounting for early elections, and many Israelis are angry. We'll be live on the fallout from a protest in Tel Aviv to the Israel-Gaza border and Jerusalem.
Daniel Tzemach on the Israel-Gaza border, thank you for that. And let's go to our Asher Westrup Evans in Tel Aviv. And Asher, if we see again these Palestinian protests on the Gaza border, you can just imagine it's only going to add to the frustration, the anger among Israelis that you're seeing right there this evening.
Yeah, that's right, Caleb. There's a lot of anger going on here at the moment, and that is what we're seeing here, in fact. And it's not just anger from the local residents, but from those around the country. And I'm here at the moment with Idan Ronen, a resident of Netanya, who's come out in support of his fellow Israelis. Idan, can you tell us why are you here?
Because I would like to show solidarity and sympathy with my fellow Israelis who live in the south, and also make a statement to the whole wide world. Yes, we're Jews, we're liberal, and Hamas is cynically exploiting the fact that that's what we are, and we're not going to cave in. If only we could have flattened the Gaza Strip in no time, but we're not doing that because we're Jews, because we are full of compassion to the citizens over there, and we are here first and foremost to basically to show sympathy with our fellow Israeli guys who are such big heroes are going to take up with all those rockets.
And tell me, Idan, after we heard the comments from Hanegbi today, what do you think politicians are doing? Could they be doing more? How does that make you feel?
Well, first and foremost, let us not forget that politicians are politicians anywhere around the world. What he claims that his words were taken out of context. If you ask me, I kind of doubt it. But that's, that's how nature works. In my best opinion, that's going to definitely cost him in the 2019 upcoming elections. He claims that only if missiles were raining down on here in Tel Aviv city center, that's where we found ourselves in the middle of the war, meaning he's an idiot, he's a jerk. He thinks that the southern people, their blood are compared less equal, and as I said, I think that's going to cost him electorally speaking.
Okay, and so what do you actually want to see your politicians do? What answers do you actually want from the politicians of Israel?
Great point. What I would like the politicians do is definitely not more of the same, okay? I don't want that we will step in only to be reversing the situation back to where we are, I'd like to find out the situation out of the box. Now, here's a point that I'd like to make a statement to the rest of the worldwide world that they're not necessarily aware of, okay? The vast majority of the Gazan citizens, they want to flee out of the Gaza Strip. That they stated out loud. And we can say, why not getting a win-win situation while we once and for all cleanse the Gaza Strip of all the terrorists and allowing offering a generous immigration bundle.
Idan, thank you so much. And as they heard it, Nurit and Kalev, the anger that's felt on the streets of Tel Aviv tonight.
All right, our Asher Westrup Evans in Tel Aviv. Thanks very much for that. And Kalev, I want to sort of recall what we heard over the last few days of special coverage. We were also speaking to a Gaza citizen who was saying, listen, even those militant groups that are out protesting, celebrating the ceasefire as a big victory for Hamas, they do not speak for all Gazans. Right. We want to see a different solution. We also want to see a long-term solution. One thing we heard in common from Israelis at that protest that we just heard and Gazans is that we don't want another Band-Aid and another ceasefire that's just going to lead to another round.
Not more of the same. Not more of the same.
Right. We want to see something in the long term, and that is at least one shared point with which maybe coming back.